Hey everybody, Mntdewmania here. Welcome back to Friday. You guys know what Fridays are. Today is a special Friday. It is June the 9th. And today, as the sun comes up, we are celebrating my son's graduation. Today is his very last day of high school. At the time you see this, at about 6 in the morning, he will be waking up for the last time and getting dressed for school for the last time, and then they will go to school, and I think they'll have a senior breakfast. Then they're going to practice for graduation. It's only half a day. Then he'll come home. Has to go back at 7. They'll graduate at 8, and then he will be a high school graduate. And I got to thinking about how things are in the universe, and that helped me kind of decide what my why was going to be. So I'm going to get a little philosophical with you and maybe rant a little with you today as we tackle the letter Y. Y is for yin and yang. Get a double, but they go together. And in case you are wondering what yin and yang is, the handy dandy dictionary gives the definition as in Chinese philosophy and religion, two principles. One is negative, dark, feminine. That's the yin. And one is positive, masculine. That's the yang. I will put up a picture somewhere about right here. It will show you what the yin and the yang stand for. And it says, whose interaction influences the destinies of creations, creatures, and things. Okay? And you will notice, if you check out the list, that they're totally opposite, but they're also very balanced. And usually you can't have one side without having the other side. Now, some people will argue with this, and they will say, well, yeah, but I always have bad luck. Nothing ever good happens to me. It's always negative. It's always, the worst possible thing that could happen. And to some extent, I don't know if I agree with that, but I can see where people are coming from. Because let me tell you, in my life, it mostly seems like that the bad more than outweighs the good. The negative more than outweighs the positive. But at the same time, I've got to wonder to myself, well, is it because I am focusing on all the negative instead of the positives that happen? Am I so just deeply in tuned to the negative that when the positives come by, I don't even see them. I don't even consider them a positive, because to me they seem so quick, or they go by so fast, or it seems like such a small thing, while the negative stuff just seems to just be, on top all the time. Why is that a thing? Why can't I have anything good happen? Why is it always bad? You hear people say, I seem to have the worst luck in the world. They never seem to say, well, today I had some really good luck. It always just seems to be bad, And I think that that's more of just the way we perceive things than it is an actual fact. Because good things happen all the time some people just have that disposition. We just notice the bad stuff, you know. Um, I woke up this morning. That's a pretty good thing. It doesn't seem like a special thing because we do it all the time. We have conditioned ourselves, well, I'm going to wake up in the morning. Uh, that's not a guarantee. So we tend to dismiss that as a good thing. People are constantly, oh God, I gotta go to work today, as a bad thing. That's a good thing. You have a job. You have a way to make money. Why is that a bad thing? Is it because you hate the job? You're miserable? And you're focusing on that? And you're not focusing on the good that it is that you have a job? But I'm getting a little off track. We tend to, as human beings, focus on one or the. Now there's totally opposite. There are people that focus only on the positive side of things. You know, the cup is always, the glass is always, half full. They see the yang, they see the strong, the positive, the light. They refuse to dwell in the dark or the sad. But my point is that you have to have both in your life. You have to have bad in order to appreciate the good. You have to go through troubling times, so when the good times are here, you appreciate them more. You know, struggling is what makes you who you are. It defines how you deal with problems, how you deal with life. And some people don't. If they don't like it, they refuse to see it. But I think we all have this balance in our lives, the good and the bad. Whether you refuse to see it or not is up to you. But it is there. And I think that unconsciously, we know it is. We know it's there. It's just how you choose to deal with it. And it takes every form in our life. It touches every part of our lives. Yin and Yang does. I am a strong believer in the universe balancing out itself. With anything, with our lives, with our relationships, especially with our relationships. A lot of people will tell you, I love my husband, I love my wife, I love my mate, whatever. Very rarely do you hear someone say soulmate. I mean, people toss it around, but you can always tell those people that mean it. They tend to have been, for the most part, together for a very long time. And sometimes you look at this couple and you think to yourself, how in the world are they together? How could they be together so long? They're nothing alike. They're total opposites. And I really believe that is the universe, that is yin and yang balancing itself out. Jada Pinkett Smith said, Will and I are yin and yang. He's all sky, vast and bright and soaring, and I'm all earth. I'm here to ground him, and he's here to help me fly. And I think that that's a pretty fair, accurate statement of how yin and yang is supposed to work. It seems like total chaos, and then for some reason, the the light and the dark and the good and the bad and the strong and the weak seem to balance out somehow, and it's a perfect match. And it shouldn't be. And you think to yourself, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Why is that working? And I think the whole world is like that. If you look at it beyond you know what I'm saying? We tend to focus on right here when there's a whole, you know what I'm saying? We focus on this one little spot in the pond when there are vast oceans that we never see, you know? And I think Philip Zimbardo said it, said the world is, was, and will always be filled with good and evil. Because good and evil is the yin and yang of the human condition. And that is so true. So, before you jump into all the negative stuff, take a minute, stop and think, and I guarantee you that if you look hard enough, you will find the yin and the yang. You will find the positive to go along with that negative. So I guess I'm going to wrap it up for now, guys. I just wanted to share a little bit of my thoughts today. And let's see if I can make this jump. And I did. But I hope you have a wonderful day. For everybody that is going on summer vacation, I hope you have a great summer. And for everybody out there who is graduating high school, congratulations. Or if it's college, congratulations. Welcome to life. And it's going to be an amazing journey, but never lose sight of who you really are and what you really want to be. Okay? So, this is Mntdewmania, and this is Vox Populi. This is RedNeck Rants, winding down Season 5. There's one more letter, and then we will wrap it up for a couple of weeks and be back with Season 6. And I hope you will tune in. If you have any suggestions for the next season, put them in the comments below. And I will catch you guys later. And I'm so out of here. Bye, guys.